had endured 19 grueling days in camp filled with critter-infested trials. But Vanessa White, 28, became the fourth celebrity to leave I'm a Celebrity on Tuesday night, making her the fourth female star to leave the jungle since the viewing public have been able to vote. Appearing in high spirits despite her exit, the former Saturday's star told hosts McPartlin and Declan Donnelly that she'd had the time of her life on the show, as viewers saw her open up about her split from ex-boyfriend of 6 years Gary Salter. The beauty told the presenting pair, "I had the time of my life in there. I don't think you can ever really know what to expect until you're in there. You can't explain it." Single quote. Insisting she was ready to leave, Vanessa claimed she had left camp after having the best day that saw her become the prime minister of camp for the day, before enjoying a night in the Jungle Arms pub with her campmates for a fun-filled evening of karaoke. She said, "I had the best time. Yesterday was my best day and I was PM for a day. It was the perfect way to end. We had a great fish and chip lunch and then we had pizza and chips at the Jungle Arms." Single quote. Asked who she is going to miss the most from her time in camp, Vanessa said, "Literally everyone. We've already decided we're going to have a WhatsApp group. We've made arrangements to go out." Single quote. Not afraid to get stuck into the trials, and Deck couldn't resist poking fun at Vanessa once more over her cruel karaoke trial that saw her shockingly unable to correctly guess the correct artist and track titles after humming along to well-known music hits. She had caused a stir on Twitter with her poor musical knowledge, which saw her fail to correctly guess Bon Jovi and Queen in the challenge. But defending herself, Vanessa said, "But I knew the songs. I'm really bad at names. That's my problems." Single quote. She struggled to pick a celebrity that she wants to win the show, name-checking Toph and Dennis Wise when pushed by Ant and Dec. Revealing what she has learned from her time on the show, Vanessa said, "I now know how to make fires. I'm not really scared of spiders anymore." Single quote. Her exit comes after Vanessa was seen admitting that she misses her ex-boyfriend of 6 years, Gary Salter. They had split in April earlier this year, and first began dating when Vanessa was just 21 years of age. Speaking of her former beau in a heart-to-heart with new BFF Toph, Vanessa explained it was her indecisiveness that caused her to freak out over their long-term relationship. She said, "This time last year I was with my boyfriend. There are things I miss. When you've been with someone that long, they become your best friend, and when you get certain news, you miss sharing those moments." Elaborating on their breakup, she continued, "I don't know if it was ever right. The problem is that I'm an indecisive person. I can't even make my mind up about what I am going to have for dinner, let alone big decisions like, do I want to be with someone forever?" Single quote. She added, "I had a freak out because my boyfriend was a lot older than me. I was with him when I was 21. We were inseparable. It was such a long time. No one cheated or anything like that. I just wanted to make sure that I don't miss out on life." Single quote. Meanwhile, the episode began with all the celebrities reflecting on the exit of Rebecca Vardy. She had become the third celebrity to leave the jungle and had seemed delighted to be given the boot when Ant and Dec announced the results to the camp. Shortly after her departure from camp, the stars left in the jungle were seen sharing their surprise at her exit. As Vanessa said, "I was ready to leave and then Bex's name was called out. I was like, what?" Quote. Single quote. Jamie Lomas claimed he was gutted to see the wag, who is married to footballer Jamie Vardy, leave. He said, "She was a real good campmate and my mate, but sadly it was her time." Single quote. Made in Chelsea's Georgia, Toffolo added, "I'm elated that I'm still here. But then you feel so sad that you're losing someone, particularly Beck says she was a big part of our camp. I'm going to miss her a lot." Single quote. Former footballer Dennis Wise admitted Rebecca going had been a shock, and he was disappointed to see her leave. All eyes were on him as he put himself up for the latest Bushtucker trial titled Temple of Gloom, which left him recoiling in horror as he attempted to win 8 stars for camp. Sports star Dennis, who survived the first vote-off of the series after winning immunity as part of the secret society Fright Club, was left sweating as a small crocodile jumped towards his face, while he climbed through underwater vents, as well as the crocodiles. Dennis came face to face with 30 pythons, spiders, water dragons, mud crabs and eels. While some vents saw Dennis completely submerged in water, others created air pockets allowing the star to catch his breath as he furiously collected stars for camp. Dennis' height has been a recurring joke on the show since the series began, and unable to resist poking fun once more, Dec told him as he made his way through the chambers, "You're the perfect size for this one." Single quote. Crediting his small stature for helping him with the task, Dennis insisted it was suited to him because he is small. He then pointed at Dec and suggested that the same could be said for him, with Dec replying, "You leave me out of it." Single quote. Ant joked that he felt like a giant stood next to the pair, with Dec jokingly teasing that he was going to smash Dennis' face and for commenting on his height. Coming back to camp triumphant, Dennis told the group that he'd had fun, and was later seen comparing his efforts to Ian's, who had previously taken on the challenge, telling Jamie and Amir Khan, "They gave me 10 minutes and I did it in 5. There's no way it was 3 meters deep. It was 1.5. It was exactly the same one. Ian just needs to focus a bit more when he goes there." Single quote. As a result of his efforts, the celebrities were presented with eel and potatoes for their lunch, which prompted much excitement when Jamie, who was on chef duties alongside Jenny McPartlin, suggested making fish and chips. Dennis was later joined by Jamie, Toph and Vanessa as they took part in a critter-fueled challenge via a ranked taxi. They had to total up their fare correctly in order to win a trip to the Jungle Boozer, where they enjoyed a drink and crisps and nibbles, getting carried away with the treats on offer. Vanessa joked, "We probably need to save these, otherwise they'll all come here and they'll all be gone," as the foursome were then joined by their fellow campmates. After they too had taken a ride in the ranked taxi, all the celebrities successfully made it to the Jungle Arms and enjoyed an evening of karaoke together.